Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in the previous class we have discussed previous year questions from 21 to 40. Yes, from that I felt that I did not explain question number 37 in a easy way children. Okay, now what is this? We have three fractions here, 1 by 4, 1 by 2 and 3 by 4. Okay, let us represent it in the form of diagrams. This is 1 by 4, 1 by 2 and this is 3 by 4. Now from looking at the diagrams, which is the smallest one children? Yes, 1 by 4, then we have 1 by 2 and then we have 3 by 4. Okay, so whenever such a question is given, it's better if you draw the fractions or represent the fractions diagram. If you represent the fractions pictorially and then select which is the smaller one and which is the larger one. So 1 by 4, 1 by 2 and 3 by 4 is the correct order children. Okay. Now coming to our first question for today. 5 by 5 is a dash. Now 5 by 5 means what? 5 divided by 5. We have 5 ones are 5. When we subtract 0 is our remainder. What is the answer? Quotient is 1 here. Yes. Now 1 means what children here? 5 by 5 is a fraction. That means it is a part of a whole. Yes or no? Yes. So what does whole means here? How can we represent this whole in terms of numbers? 1. Yes. So when we say 1, this becomes our whole. Yes, and when we take the fraction, it becomes a part of this whole. So the quotient we got here is 1. Yes, so 5 by 5 is what children? 5 by 5 is nothing but whole. 5 divided by 5 is nothing but whole. Next question 42. Or simply, see, when I am having 5 pieces, or say I am having this bar of candy. Okay, I have divided into 5 pieces and I am having all the 5. Yes, 5 by means what? 5 shaded parts divided by the total parts, that is nothing but 5. Now what part of the figure is shaded? The whole figure is shaded. So that is why 5 by 5 is nothing but our whole. Next, fraction for the digit 2 is in the given series is fraction for the digit 2 in the given series is dash. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, we are having so many numbers here. First we need to do what? We need to count the number of 2's. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. We are having 7 2's divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 children. Okay. In total we are having 30 numbers, out of which we have 7 2's. So 7 by 30 becomes our correct answer. Yes. Next question. If one circle is equal to 1, then 2 circles, and then we are having something here, only sum of the part is shaded, is equal to, see, this is 1 plus 1. How many circles do we have here? We are having 1 and then 1. So we are having 2 circles, and after 2 circles what do we have? We have only 1 by 4th of a circle. Yes children, only 1 by 4th is shaded. So 2 1 by 4. This diagram is nothing but our 2 1 by 4, and it is our mixed fraction. Yes, 2 1 by 4 is a mixed number. Next question 44. In the word Mona Lisa, what fraction of words have curved lines? Do you know what is a curved line children? See, this is a straight line and something like this becomes our curved line. If you look at M, it has all straight lines. Yes, and if you look at O, O has curved lines. So O, and then we are having S. Yes, only O and S are having curved lines. Remaining all are straight lines. So we are having two letters 1 and 2 with curved lines divided by what are the total number of letters, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 divided by 8 will be our correct answer. That is option A. Yes, 2 is nothing but the number of letters. Sorry, it should not have been words. In the word Mona Lisa, what fraction of letters have curved lines? Yes. Now only 2 by 8 of the letters have curved lines. 2 is nothing but O and S. The number of letters with curved lines divided by 8. 8 here is nothing but our total number of letters. Understood, children? Correct answer is option A. Next, which of the given pair is correctly matched? If you look at here, option A, 1 by 3. Yes, the triangle is divided into 3 parts. The denominator is correct and only one part is shaded. So, even the numerator is correct. So, option A becomes our correct answer. If you look at the other options, children, this is 1 by 4. Yes, 1 by 4. Here it is 1 by 2. So, it's wrong. Here 3 are shaded divided by, we have 6 stars. So 3 by 6 is the correct answer, not 2 by 6. And this becomes 2 by 6. So only option A is correctly matched. Next, which of the following fraction shows the encircled ducks? Now encircled means what? The ducks which are inside the circle. Yes, children. Now to find out that, first let us count the number of encircled ducks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 becomes our numerator divided by, what are the total number of ducks, children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 becomes our denominator. 4 by 8 is our correct answer. That is option B. Understood? Next, question 47. Sonu likes all the numbers which have zeros at the units place. What is the given fraction of such numbers in the given box? Now from the given numbers, what does Sonu like? He likes only those numbers which have 0 at units place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 numbers are having 0 in the units place, children. And what are, we want the fraction, right? So 5 divided by, what are the total number of numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 becomes our denominator. So option B, 5 by 11 becomes our correct answer. Okay. Next question. The fraction for the broken x has denominator dash. Now here, what do we want? We want the denominator only. Yes, children. What do we know about denominator? Denominator is the number that is written down, and also it is the value for the total number of objects present. So what is the denominator? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Option A, 7 becomes our denominator. Okay. Now they are asking us the fraction for broken x. Now be it broken x or unbroken x, the denominator will be same. Yes, it will always be 7. That is nothing but the total number of x we have. Option A, 7 becomes our correct answer. If you go for the fraction for the broken x, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 broken x divided by 7. That is the total number of x. Next question 49. In the word Olympiad, what fraction of words are vowels? Now what do we want from Olympiad? We want the letters, those are the vowels. Now what are the vowels, children? If you remember from English language, A, E, I, O, U. These are the 5 vowels we have. Now from this we have O, I and A. How many vowels do we have, children? 3 vowels. So 3 becomes our numerator divided by, if you look at the given options, we are having 3 as the numerator in option A. So we can simply tick that option A is our correct answer. Okay. But it's better that we cross check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are having in total 8 letters in the word. So that becomes our denominator. In total we are having 8 letters. So that becomes our denominator. And only 3 letters are vowels. So 3 becomes our numerator. Yes children, and 3 by 8 is our fraction. Next question. All the bones shown in the picture belong to Tommy. Some are in and some are outside the bowl. What fraction of bones are out of the bowl? Now can you see the bones here children? Yes. So we have to find out the fraction of bones that are outside of the bowl. Now outside of the bowl how many bones do we have? 1, 2 and 3. So 3 becomes our numerator divided by what will be the denominator children? The total number of bones. Yes, we have to count all the bones together. It would be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 becomes our denominator. So what is our fraction children? Option C, 3 by 4 is our fraction of the bones that are out of the bowl. Next question 51. Monali has a garden having 5 plants. Each plant has 5 tomatoes. When she was watering those plants, she saw 5 red tomatoes in all. What fraction of red tomatoes are there in all? Now what are they saying? See, can you see these 5 plants? Yes children. So on each plant we are having 4 tomatoes. How many tomatoes? 4. In this 4, 4, 4 and 4. Now what will be the total number of tomatoes? Okay, we can do it in two ways. We can add all these 4s together, or simply number of plants 5 into the number of tomatoes in each plant. 5 fours are 20. Yes children, so Monali has 20 tomatoes in all. This will be our denominator. This is the total. And what did she do? She saw 5 red tomatoes. How many red tomatoes? 5. Now what is the fraction of the red tomatoes children? What will it be? See, the number of red tomatoes are 5. The total number of tomatoes are nothing but 4 into 5. That is, number of plants are 5 and number of tomatoes on each plant are 4. 4 5s are 20. Now what will be the fraction of red tomatoes? There are only 5 red tomatoes out of 20 tomatoes. So 5 by 20 becomes our fraction. That is nothing but our option A. Yes, understood? Next question. Which of the following number sentence is same as the given figure? Now what is the given figure first? This is nothing but 1 by 3. Yes, we are having one shaded part out of 3. And here what do we have? We are having 2 shaded parts divided by, what are the total number of parts children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is it representing? 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3. It is nothing but the equivalent fraction. See, 1 by 3. When we multiply with 2, both the numerator and denominator, we will get 1 2s are 2 divided by 3 2s are 6. Yes, 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6. That is nothing but our option B. Understood children? First we have written the fractions for the given diagrams and then figured out our answer. Next question. Ash spins the wheel having 4 colors on it. The spinner will least likely come on. Now here can you see the different colors children? Yes. So what are they having? Ash, what did she do? She spinned the wheel. Now which the spinner will least likely come on. That means this arrow will come least likely on. So we need to find out the color that is the least here. Now if you look at green, green is repeated twice. Yes. And then if you look at red, red is repeated twice, repeated thrice, 3 times. And if you look at blue, blue has come twice. And if you look at white, white has come only once. Yes, out of these many colors we are having only one white. So the spinner will least likely come on our white color, and most likely, that means there are many chances that the spinner will come on which color, children? Color red, because red is more here. We are having 3 reds here. So the spinner will most likely come on red and least likely come on our white. Next question 54. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is equal to. Now these are our like fractions. Yes. So what do? We simply add our numerators divided by, we write the common denominator. Yes, children? Yes. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 divided by our denominator 3. Now if you look at the options, we are not having any 3 by 3. So let us divide this and see. 3 by 3 is nothing but 3 divided by 3. We have 3 ones are 3 when we subtract. 0 is our remainder. Now what is the quotient here, children? 1 is our quotient. So 3 by 3 is nothing but our option D, 1. Understood? So if you do not find the answer, that does not mean that your answer is wrong. You just need to divide it or find the equivalent fraction of it. Next question. The sum of 4 by 13, 3 by 13 and 9 by 13 is dash. Again we are having like fractions here, taking the common denominator and taking the sum of numerators. 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 9, sorry, yes, 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 9 16 divided by our 13, that is the denominator. Yes, children? So 16 divided by 13 is our answer. But we are not having it in the given options. Okay, let us assume that option D is 16 by 13 and 16 by 13 becomes our correct answer. Okay, children? Sometimes a wrong option might be given like this. Okay, be confident on your answer. 4 plus 3 is 7. Yes, 7 plus 9 is 16. So 16 by 13. Next, my father gave me 1 by 5 of a chocolate. He gave 2 by 5 of the chocolate to my sister. The total chocolate given is dash. Now what is he saying? First, the father gave 1 by 5 and then he gave 2 by 5 to my sister. So when we add, we'll get the total chocolate given. Yes. So 1 plus 2 is 3 divided by our common denominator 5. So father gave 3 by 5 of the chocolate distributed 3 by 5 of the chocolate between me and my sister. Next question. What is 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5? Now first we are having brackets here, right, children? So that is why we need to solve these two first. 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5. How do we subtract? 1 minus 1 divided by 5. 1 minus 1 is nothing but 0 by 5. Yes, what is 0 divided by 5, children? See, 0 divided by 5. 5 zeros are 0 when we subtract again. 0 is our remainder. What is the quotient here? The quotient is 0. Yes, so 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5 is nothing but our 0. Now 0 plus any number will give us the number itself. Yes, 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. In the same way, 0 plus 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by 5. So our answer is option D, 1 by 5. Understood, children? 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5 is equal to 0. 0 plus 1 by 5 is nothing but our 1 by 5. Next, by subtracting 4 by 11 from 9 by 11, we get, what should we do? From 9 by 11, we need to subtract 4 by 11. That is nothing but 9 minus 4 divided by 11. That is nothing but our 5 by 11, option C. Yes, children? Yes. Next question 59. Which of the following sets of fraction are arranged from largest to the smallest? Now if you observe the given fractions, all are having the same denominators. I mean, in option A, all the factors have the same set of denominators. Yes, so all the set of fractions have the same denominator. That means they are our like fractions. Yes, children. So how do we compare like fractions? As the denominators are all same, what is it? As all the given denominators are same, we go for comparing the numerators. Yes, we go for comparing the numerators. Now if we remove these denominators here, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 7 and 9. Are these arranged from the largest to smallest? No, these are arranged from the smallest to largest. So option A is not our correct answer. Coming to option B, children. Again, as you can see, all the given fractions have the same common denominator, that is nothing but our 5. So again, these are our like fractions. We'll simply compare the numerators. Yes, the fraction with the highest numerator becomes the highest fraction. Now if you observe, we have 10, 7, 3, 2, 1. Are these arranged from the largest to smallest? Yes, 10 here is the largest number, and then we have 7, 3, 2, 1. These numerators are in our descending order, that is from largest to smallest. So option B is our correct answer. Again, if you see, I am explaining options C and D also as to why they are not our correct answers. See, here we are having 9, 10, 7, 15, 11 children. Now here also the denominators are same, but the numerators are not arranged in a specific order. 9 is the smaller one, then 10 is bigger, again 7 is smaller, 15 is bigger, 11 is the smaller number again. Yes, they are not in an order. It's the same with option D as well. The denominators are same, but the numerators are not in the specific order. That is, they are not arranged from largest to smallest. So that is why option B becomes our correct answer. Okay. Next, coming to the last question for today, children. What is it? Question number 60. Now which of the following represents 7 1 by 10? Now if you remember about this here, 7 1 by 10, see, what is this? This is a mixed number. Yes or no? It is also called as mixed fraction. Now 7 by 10 is a mixed 7 1 by 10. How will we read it? First we'll read the whole number 7 and then we read the fraction 1 by 10. Now from this 7 1 by 10, 7 is our whole number. Yes, what does here whole number means? Whole numbers means all those numbers from 0, starting from 0. Yes, children. If you look at the whole number from fractions point of view, whole means here a complete one. Whole means a complete object which is not divided into the parts. Yes, so we are having 7 wholes, that is we are having 7 complete objects. And what is 1 by 10? 1 by 10 is our fractional part, is our fraction. Yes, 1 by 10 is our fraction. That means we are having 7 whole, that is 7 objects. And for the 8th object, after 7 we have the 8th one, right? This 8th one is divided into 10 parts, out of which one is shaded. Understood, children? This 8th part is not a whole. It is divided into how many parts? The denominator is 10. So that means that it is divided into 10 parts. And the numerator is 1. That means only one part is shaded. Understood how to break down this mixed fraction? We are having 7 completely shaded holes, and in the 8th one we have only, the 8th one is divided into 10 parts, out of which one is shaded. Now just by looking at these options, we can say that option B is our correct answer. Yes, see, this diagram represents 1, 2 by 3. What does it represent? 1, and then in this we are having 2 by 3. Option C represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It just represents 8. There are no fractions here. In the same way, option D represents 7 children. We are having 7 fully shaded circles. Now, only option B here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are having 7 fully shaded circles. And then in the 8th one is divided into 10 parts, out of which only one part is shaded. So that becomes 1 by 10, and these fully shaded circles are 7. So 7 1 by 10 is the, so this diagram represents the mixed fraction 7 1 by 10. Option B is our correct answer. Yes children, with this we've come to the end of today's class. I hope the concept of fractions is clear to you all. Yes, and before going, please visit our website www.aimstoday.in for other information regarding online classes. That means you'll find all the list of online classes. Yes, all the online classes that we are going to have in a day on our website. And then you'll also have some quizzes, live worksheets. Okay children, please try out the live worksheets. You can get the answer then and there instantly. Okay, and you will know how well you are familiar with the topic. Next we have DIY activities, English classes and coding classes as well. Okay, these are Sunday special classes children. Each week we release one DIY activity class, English class and coding class.